those we support by helping them validate their ideas. And we also have entrepreneurs that are just at startup phase or early stage. And for those, we do help them at least streamline their business processes and create structure within their businesses. We also support entrepreneurs through our accelerators and incubator programs to make them ready for investment. So we run quite a number of investment programs where we connect entrepreneurs to investors within the ecosystem, and also helping them build the right governance structures within their businesses, and also ensuring that they are speaking the same language with the investors. So today I will be taking you through this info session just to help you complete the applications for the Business Development Services program, which will be run in Zimbabwe. So I will, please let me know if everybody is able to see my screen. Just give me a thumbs up. Yes, thanks. So basically, the purpose for the program for this info session is we'll just have an introduction, which is what I have shared with you. Again, my name is Kabuela, and I will take you through the whole program. I'll give you a program overview, and then we'll get to how to apply and any questions that might be burning, and then we'll close our session. So please hold on. If you have any questions that you'd like to ask right now, I'll ask you to just ensure that you write them down, and you will have a chance to really ask away any part about the application so that it can be completed. The deadline for applications as well will cover all of that in terms of the programming of the activities for the program. So with me, I also have two of my colleagues, Chimunya and Lenny. They will be on tech support in case we have any questions. They will be assisting me in that regard. So basically, this project is in collaboration between the Ministry of Women Affairs, Community and Small and Medium Enterprise Development, and the World Bank, and it is being implemented by BongoHive and Eyes on Hub in Zimbabwe. So basically, the goal of this program is to empower entrepreneurs by providing free training workshops and coaching to support your journey to success. So basically, the way this program is structured is it's an 8-week program, and 1 week we will be having boot camps. These are intense in-person training sessions that will be held in Harare and Bulawayo. So the selected participants will be invited to attend the boot camps. So 2 of these boot camps will be held in Harare, as mentioned, and thank you, Lenny. And the other 1 boot camp will be held in Bulawayo. So the boot camp, as mentioned, will be in person, and then following the boot camp will be the 7-week online business training development sessions. So for the business development training sessions, these will be hosted, at least we'll be having 1 session each week, and we will be, by all means, the program is trying not to disrupt your own business operations. Therefore, we'll only be having about 2 hours every week session with the training facilitators, and this will cover marketing, finance, local government procurement, generally in Zimbabwe, and also digital tools and services that you could use and that will help you become more resilient following the COVID-19 pandemic. So that is on the online business development sessions. We'll also have coaching where you will be guided by the facilitators, where you are handheld to ensure that you are implementing the right strategy in any one of these areas of business. So in terms of the program, who can apply? Well, the criteria is very basic, as we are trying to reach as many entrepreneurs and small businesses in Zimbabwe. So basically, we're looking to support small business owners, not just based in Zimbabwe, in Harare and Bulawayo, but we're also looking at other regions in Zimbabwe, as long as the entrepreneurial business owners are able to come and attend at their own cost. That is the boot camp that will be held in person, and are also able to help themselves attend the online business development training. So the first criteria is the business owner must be a Zimbabwean citizen over 18 years of age, and we're strongly encouraging that female business owners and youths apply to the program. The second criteria is that businesses must be operational in Zimbabwe. If your business is not operational, unfortunately, you cannot participate in the program. So we're looking for businesses that are operational in Zimbabwe and not any other country. If selected, key persons of the business must commit to attending a one-day workshop in February in either Harare or Bulawayo. So for this one, it's an in-person workshop, and it's the boot camp that I had mentioned. You'll be required to attend this one for a full day. It is an intense, engaging workshop where you will be interacting with other business owners and other stakeholders that will be coming to the boot camp. It will be facilitated by facilitators from IZON and the BongoHive team. So the participants traveling for the workshop will bear their own travel and accommodation costs for this. The fourth criteria is, if selected, the participants, which is the entrepreneurs or business owners, must commit to undertaking the 7-week online program, which is from February to April 2023. So as mentioned, for the online program, this is just a 2-hour session that you will be having with a facilitator and coach. Again, this is to ensure that you have the least disruption to your businesses, even when you implement strategy in the key focus business areas. You will also have added time with a coach or mentor who will be part of this training, especially in the digital tools and services, adding that extra support for you to implement that strategy. So participants are expected to bear their own cost to access a computer and the internet. So our activity schedule. So right now we're on the 13th of January, which is today, and we're having our information session. The application, the other key date to note is the application deadline is the 27th of January 2023, and this is when applications will close. Usually we're always receiving requests to extend such applications by a day. I would like to let you know that we will not be extending the deadline. The 27th is the deadline for applications, and therefore you're encouraged to complete your applications. Many of you have already started completing these applications, but please, we highly encourage you to complete these applications if possible this week, but just before the deadline, which is the 27th of January. On the 31st of January, applications will be reviewed and the selected participants will be announced. So you should expect an email from the BongoHive team to let you know the status of the application. So everybody that submits and completes the application, we will definitely give feedback on the status of your application on the 31st of January. In February, the date is yet to be confirmed by the ministry officials and the World Bank, but this should be within the first week of February. We're going to host the national project launch, and the World Bank delegates and from the ministry as well will officiate the program launch in Harare. Between the 20th of February and the 24th, that's when we'll have our in-person boot camps. So for Harare, we'll be hosting the boot camps on the 21st and the 22nd of February. And then Bulawayo will host our boot camp on the 24th of February, which is next month. The online business development service support training is going to begin on the 27th of February, and it will go on for about 7 weeks, until we reach the program close, which is on the 31st of May, 2023. So how to apply? I'll just need to switch. I'll stop sharing my screen so that we can get to the application form. The goal and for this part is for me and my team to take you through the actual application, running through every question to ensure that you are not finding any stumbling block at any point. And if there's a stumbling block, please feel free to just highlight it, take it down for now, and during the Q&A session, you should be able to ask that question. And hopefully, as I take you through, I would have clarified exactly what needs to be done or completed. So just give me a second to switch my screen.
Hey Kabola, I think your mic is muted. Sorry.
For how long has my mic been muted, Jiminya? Oh my God.
I think the whole process, the application process.
Thank you. Thank you for that. I will just take you back. Apologies for that. Okay, so let me just get back to the first part. So basically here I was talking about the different parts of the application which you will be seeing. So the application is divided in 6 parts. So the first part basically has the personal or basic information. The second part has company details. The third part has industry information. We have growth optimization, team dynamics, and the last part, which is other information. The goal for this whole process, or at least the way the application is structured, is to help us better understand your business and see how best we can provide support to your business. So we would like to understand you better and see if you are a right fit for the program. So for the first section, which is basic information, you have to enter your name. So in this case, my name is Kabwela Manupande. Your gender, if you're female, male, or if you do not prefer to reveal, you can click on other. For the birth of date, please ensure that you give us the accurate date as well. So just click on this tab here, and you can click there as well so that you have a 10-year timeline to just move back. If you were born in 1940, please go ahead and click your year. If you're born in 2006, so you have to be at least 18 years. So let's click 2001, May 7th. Nationality, this project is targeting Zimbabwean residents, citizens, so definitely ensure that you're from Zimbabwe as you apply and indicate your nationality here. If you're not from Zimbabwe, please do not even proceed to apply as you will not be selected. This other section will be your email address. Please ensure that you enter your email address, your personal phone number, including the country code, and the address. So as you enter your address, ensure that you are entering the street, township, and city so that it gives us quite an accurate understanding of where exactly you are located. The beauty about this application platform is that you can save and continue for later. But since we're proceeding, you just have to press next and it will take you to the next part of the session. So question 8 is now about the company details, and it asks you what is the name of the business. So if your business, the name is Better Technology or Tomorrow is Better, whatever your business name is, please just ensure that you set it there as you proceed. Question 9, does the business have a physical premises? Please indicate if you have a physical premises. And what is your company address? Here as well, as you enter and complete this section, ensure that it follows the same format of your street, township, and the city where your business is located. Your phone number, which is the company phone number, please include again the business, your area code, and the business number here. Is the company registered with the relevant Zimbabwean authorities? We expect that the businesses are formally registered and at least will be registered with one of the authorities listed below. So kindly click yes. If not, please click no. But if yes, please at least select all of the entities for which you're registered. Is it the registrar of companies? Is it the local council? If it's just those two, feel free to end it there and not pressure to click everything. We just want to understand the stage of development where you are and the authorities for which you are registered. How long has your business been in operation? Please let us know. So there we have a drop-down menu. Is it 1 year, 1 to 3 years, 3 to 5 years, or over 5 years? So if it's within the first year, you can just click 1 year. If it's 3 months, click 1 year. If it's 5 months, 1 year. If you're 2 years and 5, you're between that 1 to 3 years. So just click the appropriate years in which you have been operational. The 15th question, what is your estimated annual revenue? What was your estimated annual revenue last year? So basically revenue, we are asking and trying to understand how much money your business made last year. And this is for businesses that are in their second year of operation. So that's with the question that you have there. If this is your year, your first year, please just indicate nil, because obviously we're asking about last year, 2021. I think there's a mistake on that question because last year was 2022. So please just disregard that. So for last year, indicate 2022. If you weren't operational last year, 2022, please indicate nil. Then what is your estimated annual revenue this year, which is 2022? The application was opened in December, and I guess this is why we're having this mix-up. So your estimated annual revenue this year. So revenue speaks to just the total money that you made. Again, I repeat, without anything subtracted or deducted, taxes, expenses. How much money did you make in 2022? Please indicate it there. And let's say 2021, I didn't make any money, so I'll say 0. 2022, maybe we made $500. Indicate it there. And what is your projected revenue for 2023? So there again, I might say my business is going to grow 100% or by whatever margin or percentage that you're projecting. And this shouldn't be a guess. This should be something that you have calculated based on the customers that you currently have and the trends that you have been seeing or noticing within your organization. So you're not just going to guess, since last year we made 500, let me put $950 or $10,000. Basically use your data the way you have been seeing the trends with your customers and the way you understand your business cycles. How much money are you seeing yourselves generate, revenue that you're seeing yourself generate through the year 2023. So that will be, I would say, 30,000. And this could be because I have been seeing a lot of demand and we're planning to invest so much more in our product and reach more customers through various means. It could be social media, and I'm not just guessing. What is the total number of business owners, directors, or founders? So here again, we're just trying to understand the ownership structure of the business. How many own the company? Is it sole proprietor? Then that will be just one individual. Is it a limited company? And that will be more than one individual. So please indicate and tell us how many founders, directors, or business owners that you have in your company. So it could be 2, indicate 2. Here, please list the business owners here. So please, you could say Kawela, Pandey, sorry about that. Kawela Pandey, comma, and we have Lenny. List all the business owners here. And what is the total number of employees that you have? So please let us know the number of employees that you have, including part-time employees. We've got 2 full-time and 3 part-time. Please indicate 5. Here, please include your company website. And I can see this is a requirement. What you can do here, if your company does not have a website, are you able to link us to any one of the social media profiles that we could go and learn more about your company? So since this is a required question, please ensure that if you do not have a website, go to your Facebook. If you have a Facebook page, get that link and post it here. So you can paste the link here and paste it on the Facebook as well. If it's from LinkedIn, you only have a page on LinkedIn, please paste the link here. So that way our team, in case we need further information or we need to validate anything about your company, we're able to quickly just go to your social media or website, and that will provide us a lot more information about who you are and exactly what you do. So we have your Twitter, your Instagram, and your YouTube channel. Feel free to fill out all of those if you have all of these pages, your LinkedIn, your Twitter profile, and your YouTube channel as well. And if you're done and completed, you can click next, and it will take you to the next one. Oh, it's because I didn't enter something valid, so I would say www.testbeinghere.com. And click next. So the third section is industry information. So what is your core business? So if you're in agriculture, you'll be required to just click on agriculture. If you are a mechanical engineering company, you'll be requested to click on mechanical engineering, media, culture, graphical designs, everything production, click on media. If you're in the transport industry, that's civil aviation, railways, road transport, drones, electric vehicles, any of those industries, just click on that specific industry. If you can't find your specific industry here, please click on other. So what does your business focus on? And this is a section where you could include, if you didn't find a specific industry under this section, please highlight firstly the industry in which you operate and tell us what your business focuses on. This is just a brief summary, so you don't have to explain everything about the business, how it started, but basically a brief summary of how did the business start, of what does the business do, who are its customers, and for how long have you been operational. So for example, if what I have been selling is bottled water, we could say we are a luxury water bottling plant that sell to high-end hotels and restaurants in Harare or Bulawayo. Something very brief, we source our water from here using this process, and we deliver to our clients using this type of delivery service or mode of transportation, which makes you efficient. So it's just a brief understanding of what your business really focuses on in that specific industry that you operate in. Question number 29. So here, you'll be required to list the products and services that you currently provide. List all of the products and services that you provide. So for example, if we are distributing water, my products could be maybe plastic bottled water. We could have maybe refillable containers. Those are different products. We could have a glass luxury type of product. Or if we even sell drinks and other beverages, this is a section where you have to list all of those products that you provide. If it's a service, maybe you do cleaning services, list the cleaning services that you provide. If you offer laundry services, list the laundry services that you provide under this section. So do you have competitors on the Zimbabwean market? I would like to believe most of you will have competitors on the Zimbabwean market, unless you're really a unique product that's in a very specific niche market and does not have competition. But I would like to assume that each one of us here is going to have a competitor, at least 3, and will be required to indicate. Sorry, let me just ensure I type something here. Each one of you will be required to indicate who that competitor is. So competitor 1 could be water A, water 0 are my competitors. Hydration 2 are my other competitors. And H2O3 is my other competition in the water space. So please indicate your top competitors in the industry in which you are operating. Question number 32, what makes your product or service better than your competitors? So it could be for me, since I'm in the water packaging industry, it's not enough to just say we're better, our water tastes better. It could be, but could you provide me with more details? So meaning what makes my product better is the fact that I am not using river water as my primary source of water, and we use, let's say, groundwater. It's got less purities, and therefore we're providing a healthy, a different, tastier option to our customers. I think that's more specific and just goes beyond just saying we are cheaper. Same thing with we are cheaper. Saying we're cheaper, could you provide more details as what makes it better? So are you more efficient in the process of distilling the water that you provide? Do you have a specialized equipment that you use? Please highlight that, as that's what's making you distinct and differentiating you from your customers. I hope that's clear. If you have a question, please take note and write it down. Question number 33, where do you sell your product? So is it at community level, just in the township? Is it at town level, the whole Harare, you have reach? Is it at a national level, where you're able to reach the whole Zimbabwe? Or are you already penetrating in other international markets? Please indicate that as well. So here it could be ads. So these are details. Here as well, national, let's say we're national, I will indicate it there. So the next section is section 4, growth optimization. Here we just want to understand your ambitions for growth. And by growth means many things. It could be growth in terms of scale, growth in terms of revenue, growth in terms of customer base, growth in terms of employees, number of employees, growth in whatever sense. That's what this section is trying to understand about your business. So what is your growth goal? Tell us how exactly are you looking to grow? Do you want to grow from just operating within the community level to town level, township level, or national level? Like exactly how are you trying to grow your business? Are you trying to reach a different customer segment? Let's say you are trying to focus on the low income communities. Is your growth goal with the product that you currently offer to reach a more luxury and high end or high income group of individuals or customers? So tell us here and describe briefly what is your growth goal and where are you seeing yourself? So what goals would you like your company to achieve within the next 1 year? So this we'll be talking about 2023. Beginning now, January 2023, I would like to believe some of you are making your New Year resolutions. So this question should be easy. What are you seeing and how are you seeing your business growing in the next 1 year? Please tell us in terms of revenue, which is the money you're making. Is it customer base, the number of customers that you have, growing from 5, 10, 15 to 200? Like what exactly is your growth ambition for the next 1 year is what we'd like to know at this stage. Question number 36, what goals would you like your company to have achieved within the next 3 years? So beyond the 1 year, what's the bigger vision for 3 years? Are you able to state it here? Are you trying to buy more equipment and machinery that you'll be using within the organization in the next 3 years and help you reach a national scale or reach other markets within your community or reach other target customers within Harare, Bulawayo, or any other region? Please let us know for the next 3 years, what's your growth ambition? What are the steps you have taken to achieve those 1 to 3 year goals? So exactly, based on the projections that you're making, have you made any steps towards achieving some of those goals? Have you already purchased some equipment, for example? Have you already been in the pipeline of talking to certain investors that are going to fund your businesses? Like what exactly or steps have you taken to ensuring that you achieve some of those 1 year to 3 year goals that you've highlighted above? Please indicate that under this section here. This is a very short section. And like I said, most of you have been doing your New Year resolution, so this should be straightforward. The second last question section was very short, and we're just trying to understand and get more details about your team. And we're asking, tell us more about your team. Who's part of your team, and what skill sets do you have? And how many years of combined experiences do you have as a team? So basically here, if you're a founder, what's your level of education? You can tell us that, and what makes you best placed to take the role or execute and grow this business. Is this because you've had personal experience with the problem that you're trying to solve? Is it that you have, let's say, a scientist on the team who's come up with this great invention and you have a patent on it? Like, just tell us as much information about the team so that we understand you better. So what is each team member's highest level of education? So here again, you can list us, you can list the team members. I'm on your team, Kabula Malupande, and secondary school education. Avetaonga or Kuzai. Please list their level of education. Let's say primary school. Thomas, bachelor's degree. Anything, please tell us, give us more details around the level of education of your team right here. And that's it for this section. So the last part is, you have to click on next. Basically, other information. And here we have very basic questions that you should be able to complete within a short time. So we'd like to know more about you. And do you have access to stable internet? Please let us know if you have access to stable internet. Strong internet connection will be key for you to participate on the program. So please let us know if you do have access to stable internet access. So say yes. Kindly specify the device that you use for internet access. So what do you use exactly to access your internet? Is it your mobile phone? Is it your personal computer? Do you go to the internet cafe, or is it something different that you use to access your internet? So if it's your phone, just click on mobile phone, or if you use both mobile phone and PC, please click on both so that we have a better understanding of what you're using. Do you have access to digital platforms? For example, email, WhatsApp, and Instagram. Again, please let us know there. I would like to believe for you to access Zoom, most likely you saw this advert on social media or via your email. If not, please let us know if you're connecting through someone else's platform or computer and you've got no access to any one of these sites. You can indicate no. But if you do have access to those platforms, kindly just indicate yes. If yes, what do you use the specified digital platforms for? So is it just for personal use? In business, are you using them for reaching clients, reaching customers? It will be sales. Like, what exactly are you using the digital platforms for? Is it just for communication with your teammates? Whatever you're using the platforms for, please let us know. And the last part is basically, do you agree to the program terms and conditions? And the biggest term that we're highlighting, I think this has been mentioned at the beginning, is do you commit to being physically and virtually available to attend the program and all the required sessions for the stipulated period, which is the 8 weeks period that I mentioned, which is the 1 week for the boot camps and the 7 week for the business development services support that you will be getting in marketing, finance, procurement, and digital tools and services. So by just clicking that tiny button there, you will be agreeing to abide by all general guidelines of the program provided to you before and during the program itself. And once you do that, you just have to click the submit button and you will get a notification that your application has been submitted. So at this point, I would definitely be very happy to take on any burning questions that we have as I was taking you through. If you have any specific challenge that you've been experiencing on the platform, please just raise your hand or type. If you can type in the question section, my team will be happy to help and read out your question, and I'll be able to respond. Thank you so much. Please let me know, Chimunya, if we have any questions.
So there's a question in the chat section which says, there are actually two questions. I'll read them both. The first one says, on the team, is it referring to directors or management only or all key positions? That's the first question. And the second question says, what if you're not available on social media? So these are the questions that we have in the chat section so far.
Thanks for that, Lenny. So yes, on the team, we're talking about the key or core team that you have. You don't have to describe everybody from the people that are packing, if you're in packaging. So just give us the details of the core team that you have. So if there's any directors or business owners, what's their profile and what makes them the right team to drive the business. Then the next question, again, remind me, Lenny.
So the second question is to do with social media, and they say, what if you're not available on social media?
That's totally fine. Please let us know. So if you're not available on social media, just indicate your website. If you do not have a website and you're not available on social media, well, I guess you will have to just indicate NIL, which is NIL. But obviously, that section for the website won't accept you to just type in NIL because it's expecting that you will indicate something that will be in a website kind of format. So you can maybe just as an example, or at least I'll remind my team, we can type www.new.com just so that we're aware that you don't have a website and you're not on social media, because that section will not allow you to just type in new. I hope that's clear.
Okay, we have some more questions. The next question reads, what is the ideal operational timeline for the businesses to be accepted into the program? For example, is it a year or 2 years? So this one has to do with the operational timeline for a business to be accepted into the program. And the second question reads, can you apply for 2 different businesses separately? Then should I read the third one or allow you to answer? Okay, then we have another question after you answer this too.
Perfect. So really we're looking at businesses that are trying to really leverage digital tools and services and grow. Excuse me. So the focus really isn't so much about the year or stage of development, but ensuring that these businesses would like to grow by using technology and accessing other digital platforms. So there isn't any ideal operational timeline. All we're focusing on is that the business is currently operational in Zimbabwe. So you shouldn't so much worry about an ideal operational timeline. The second question, can one apply for 2 different businesses separately? Well, if you have co-founders, if let's say I am a co-founder on one business with a different business partner, if that's the case, then we would recommend that you let the other business partner who's not part of the other business apply. But if you're the same person, let's say you're a sole proprietor and you have 2 different businesses and you apply for both and you're still receiving training, you will find that you might be taking on space that another person would have benefited from. So if that's the case, you have the same sole director in both businesses, I would encourage that you apply for one, because the resources and learning or knowledge that you get, you can go and apply in both businesses. But if you've got a different co-founder in the other business or different co-founders, let those co-founders or directors apply to be part of that program so that they're not left out. I hope I've answered your question, Vincent. Thanks.
Okay, we read two more questions. This one's from Liberty, who's asking, are there any possibility, or is there any possibility of funding after the end of the program? The other question is from Sibusisiwe, which says, which currency are we supposed to indicate our revenues and projections? Can we take the others after these are handled?
So for Liberty, the program is not funding any businesses. The whole program is free. What we are providing is free business development service training with a key focus on access to digital tools and services. So there will be no funding for this program, and I would like that to be clear from the get-go. For Chitewe, which currency are we supposed to indicate our revenues and projections? Great question. If we could all use the US dollar, that's fine. It will at least create a lot more consistency and easier for the reviewers to follow easily. Thanks.
Okay, thank you, Kawala. Rutendo asks, is this training only for operational businesses, not entrepreneurs with business ideas or startups? So I think the question has to do for whether it's only for businesses that are in operation and not those at idea stage. And the other question reads, can retailers apply for the program?
So we're looking for operational businesses. But if you have a startup and have been making some form of progress towards your business and you're early stage, even those will be considered. As mentioned, if you're a month-old business, please do feel free to apply. This is a program for you, and there's so much value. And we do believe that the early stage businesses actually might be getting a lot more value because it's easier. This is when you're implementing different processes within your business. So if you're very early stage, please still apply. But really, we're looking for operational businesses. Then last question you said is from an anonymous attendee. Can retailers apply for the program? Absolutely. Even a retailer is a business. So just look at the industries that were listed and select your specific industry. It's clothing retail, any form of retail. It's a supermarket, any retail business. Please feel free to apply for the program. Thanks.
So we have no more questions in the chat section and nothing yet to address on Facebook and Instagram.
Great. If there are no questions, thank you so much, everybody, for attending. I'll really, again, encourage you to complete your applications. We're looking to provide as much support to your businesses so that they can grow. And there will be so much collaboration and networking amongst yourselves and the other stakeholders that will be participating in the program. So we definitely encourage you to complete the applications and submit them before the deadline, which will be the 27th of January. Lenny, do you have another question?
Yes, so there's a person in the chat section who said they sent a question via the form sent via email. Perhaps you could just kindly type your question and we can still address it before we end the meeting.
Thanks for that. So definitely, if you can type the question here, that will be very helpful. We can address it before we close the session. And please, if you are having any other challenges on the platform, be it to just complete your application or it's a technical challenge, feel free to just take a screen grab of the challenge itself and you can email it to me, which is or the BongoHive team, right on the platform with the email provided. So that way it will be a lot more easier to give us context around the technical challenge you're facing, and we'll be able to resolve the challenge a lot quicker. Thank you.
So Vincent's asking where, I would assume it's a he, can get the application link.
Okay, are you able to just paste it in the chat, Lenny? So the application is live on VC4A, or it has been shared quite across various platforms, the Ministry of Women Affairs, Community and Small and Medium Enterprise Development, and other SME associations, but someone should be able to just paste it in the chat for you, so you could have it and apply. Thanks. I think we have another question, Lenny. If you could just.
Okay, so the next question reads, how do the partners measure the impact or success of the workshop? Is there a follow-up process with the business after the 8 weeks? So there's a query on the follow-up process after that to measure impact. And I will be sending the application link, responding to you, Chris.
Thanks for that, Lenny. So do we have partners measuring impact and success of the workshop? Definitely at every stage. And as I mentioned before, the bootcamp itself will be very interactive and intense. And the goal is for us firstly to get feedback on the content and material that you're getting, but also understanding how exactly you're connecting with each other and creating those links amongst yourselves as businesses. So there is quite a robust monitoring and evaluation and learning plan that we have put in place to ensure that we're not just shoving down information down your throats, but ensuring that we're giving you relevant information that you will go on to implement in your businesses, and that your businesses will really benefit and grow from this whole program. So definitely, to answer your question directly, yes, we have a robust monitoring and evaluation plan in place for our teams to constantly engage you and ensure that we provide you with the right information and data along the program. Thanks.
So the application link has been sent. Just kindly confirm via chat if you have received it or if you can see it.
I can see a confirmation that it has been received. Thank you. Thank you, Lenny, for your support. Do we have any last burning questions that anybody has? Please just feel free to post it in the Q&A section, and I'll be happy to respond. Okay, anything on Facebook, Lenny, just in case we have something? All right, thank you so much. Wishing you all the best with your applications, and I'm looking forward to your submitted applications. So please reach out to us if you need any further help, if you have any technical difficulties or challenges. We'll be happy to assist you in ensuring that you do submit a competitive and compelling application. So thank you so much, and we've come to the end of our information session. Have a good day, everybody. Bye.